What is going on? Welcome back to the Out of the Basement Sunday stream. Of course, I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
Sup, guys?
And we've got a very special guest with us today, back on the channel. We've got Lukeness Monster.
What's up, guys?
We're having a last-minute Lukeness power hour.
True, very true. Lukeness, you came in clutch for us to be on the show, at least for a little bit today. So we appreciate you coming by once again.
Yeah, I'm happy to be on.
If no one is familiar, which I think everyone in the chat should be familiar with Lukeness, why don't you go ahead and just let everyone know real quick what you do on your channel, buddy?
I mainly do Black Series news, but we always do a few reviews and speculation videos thrown in there. So if you aren't subscribed, please consider hitting that sub button. It would mean a lot to me.
Definitely.
Yeah, I just added your link in the description.
And you're giving away an Echo.
Yeah.
At 5K subs.
It feels like I've been giving this away forever now, but I think I announced like 6 months ago now. I feel like I should give it away at 4K just so I stop announcing it at the beginning of every video. It's getting kind of old.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, it totally happens. Like, not that you're, I don't know. Do you feel like maybe you're stuck with your subscriber count? Like your growth maybe slowed down a little bit, or?
Well, I mean, I feel like ever since, at least before this last Wednesday stream, Hasbro went probably about 3 months without revealing any big news at all. So being primarily a news channel is pretty rough.
True. I mean, we definitely understand that to obviously an extent when we do like figure it out and stuff. And just like, you know, before we say what's up to everyone in the comments, I recently just bought the new K2SO just because I'm like, I need a Black Series figure to review on the channel. And so it went in stock on GameStop's website. And I was like, all right, I need a review.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, thanks again for coming on, Lukeness. And let's say what's up to everyone in the chat. Of course, we've got David Edge always showing up, no matter what, rain or shine, every Sunday. We've also got Gentugo. We got Manny Fresh making a rare but very based appearance here. Nice to see you, Manny.
What's up?
We've got Skywalker Hendricks in here as well. How's it going? Nice to see you. And we got Hybrid Toys, GeForce Racing, Ivan Gambino, who's just listening because they are eating.
All right.
Very nice. Of course, we got Mark Hauser in the chat as well. Nils. Of course, we've got our buddy Todd, Fig Fury. Nice to see you here. Gilster. Jonathan. Hello, everyone. Hello. It's nice to see everyone today. We got Super Tech.
Israel Lopez.
How's it going?
I'm ready. What's up, Tim?
And then we got Tony, the Marvel Legends fanatic. And let's see. Soda Pressing is in here as well. Robert Seeley. Nice to see you. So many channel members in the chat right now. Love seeing those.
It's such a shame that StreamYard doesn't pull that information. So it like on the comment right here, it has a little generic logo, but it doesn't have our Clone Trooper custom badges. So if you're actually looking in the chat, I'm seeing a lot of Coruscant Guard right now. Which, because we've just recently, I think maybe 2 days ago, we started seeing the Coruscant Guard. So I'm hyped on that. I just like seeing the variety of the different legions. We have some shinies, we have some 212, and we have some Coruscant Guard, and it's gonna be a while before we hit the 501st, because that is 6 months, of course.
Yeah. Titter, how's it going?
Yo.
We've also got Darth Educator here. And of course, we got Joseph Bett down here as well.
Commander Marsh.
Yep, Commander Marsh.
Should have figured.
And we got Norsky in here as well. Can't make the stream, but that's okay. Norsky. And Fig Fury starting out with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much.
Thanks, dude.
For the continued support forever and always. So thank you so much.
I don't have anything else, but credits will do fine.
No, they won't.
Credits will do fine.
No, they won't.
Thanks, Fig.
Got,
Lukeness, I saw you did a little custom video as well. I forgot was?
It was
What was
the Jabba's palace one when Leia goes
Oh
to
yeah, right.
the bounty. Yeah.
Right.
Nice. Yeah, So Depressing says, definitely sub to Lukeness. I want that echo. A lot of people want that echo, so
Yeah, a lot of people missed out.
yeah, and you know, there might be something cooking on our end too. I don't want to allude to anything
true.
here, but
Very true.
yeah, we you know, Zavi came through is all I'll say. We got
Very true.
Mike Chu in here as well, and Gerardo's here. That's
Hello.
okay. You missed last week, no problem. Great to see you this week. We got Obi-Sean Kenobi in here as well. Fetmatic. Nice to see everyone here.
Josh.
We also got Josh. Which SH figure arts have you picked up recently, Josh? I only have a few, like you know, but they are some.
You got the
there's
Ray
some
recently.
solid figures out there. There's some solid SHF out there. Of course, we got 49er Brian. 9 nub solidarity. We're right there with you, Brian. We want that 9 nub.
What's up, Noah? And Mr. Grudge. We have a lot of different people in here within the first like 5 minutes. We're almost at 50 people in the stream right now.
It's Lukeness. Lukeness is bringing all of his.
But it was too late to put him in the thumbnail or the title. So this is actually a surprise.
I didn't promote it at all. Yeah.
It's a
surprise guess.
It's because people know. They just know where Lukeness is going to be.
Right. What's up, Dave's Dimension? We got Wade Ross in here. Richard. Unknown Gaming. Nathan Woodward. And the chat just refreshed and I lost Nathan Woodward. Dank Ches. Hello. Rob
nice
Chewbacca.
Everyone.
Vron.
I hope everyone's having a great Sunday. I hope everyone had a great week. It was a good action figure week for me. I'm actually pretty excited about that.
Yeah, I actually got something new this week.
Yeah, you did.
Nerf herder Zach.
And I'll tell you the little story about it too. I was saving it for the stream.
1000
Ghost.
Black
How's
Series
it going?
Bro BSB.
It's so nice to see everyone.
Hey, we got Mike Case in the house. What's up, Mike?
Hello,
Boyles.
Everyone except the 2 ads. 2 unskippable ads? Dang.
But Mike, I'm sure you sat there and didn't skip those ads and you let them play all the way through.
Yeah.
I mean, as a fellow, a tuber, watch those ads. Watch those ads.
You gotta watch the ad all the way through, no matter what.
JK. What's up, Volts? And the chat just keeps refreshing, and I keep losing my place. Hello, Uber. The Goglins.
Goglins is here.
Oh, Josh has 2 of the First Order Stormtroopers. Rise of Skywalker Kylo on the way. He's looking at more.
Nice.
What's going on here?
You know, I considered getting the Praetorian Guard SH Figure Arts figures because I'm just curious if they have any better articulation than the Black Series version. I mean, I'd imagine they have to, but you never know with like the weird design of the Praetorian Guard arm how that would turn out.
Goglins, you know it's Lukeness. You can tell by the background.
Yeah.
You can tell by the background. What's up, Roberto Blues?
Lukeness is here.
Yeah, Lukeness is in the house. And Ray M, thank you so much for the channel support. He says, driving from Texas to Alabama. We'll have you guys on in the background today. Well, thank you so much, Ray.
Thank you.
I've been eating my full payment now.
Thank you, Ray. Thank you so much. Javier, what's up?
How's it going? Nice to see
Bounty
you
Killer Customs, what's up?
Mike
says he held my eyes open and stared at the ads so hard that the ads got uncomfortable.
Nice.
There you go.
We got Michael Cherry. Hello from CC's. Have a slice.
See you later.
Have a slice of that dessert pizza for me, please.
Right.
What was it? It was like a cinnamon roll kind of thing, right?
Yeah. Fun fact, the local CC's in my city got busted some 15 years ago for smuggling. I forgot exactly what it was, but I think they were dealing drugs out of the restaurant.
Nice.
and I remember they made their illustrious return in our city, and they placed like little coins, like little CC's coins around the city, and it was like a little treasure hunt. It's kind of weird, but
If only they would have done that for the White Castle in my city, where they were literally making drugs in the kitchen.
yeah. Oh, nice, Mike. He says he finally got Wrecker yesterday. He's like 90% good. He needs alternate closed hands, like needs. Yeah. The Lukeness, you just got your Wrecker. Why don't you tell us a little about your opinion on Wrecker?
Yeah.
I definitely see why Hasbro decided to go with that like upgraded price point, like the $30. But I know he's like a thicker figure. He's a chunky boy, but
thick.
I don't I don't think he's worth like I think it's $8 or $9 or however much extra the
Oh,
deluxe
yeah.
is.
100%. I mean, just look at, let's take Crosshair here. Tell me if they're, sure. Oh, shoot. He's a little bulkier, but I mean,
He's also missing the vibro knife detail on the knife.
where's that
And-
vibro
and
knife
I feel
detail? Where's the
it's
yellow?
Yeah, I feel like we paid the extra $10 or $8 for Wrecker. They could have put the knife details on there. Hunter has his knife.
Hunter
details.
hat, yeah.
It's like, it's so weird and random that they just decided on the more expensive figure to skip out.
Yeah, I really don't understand that. What's up, Riley Cross?
But yeah,
Hello.
I do agree with you, Mike, though. Wrecker absolutely needed some alternate hands, without a doubt.
Yeah, the Skywalker Hendrix brings up a good point. Darth Vader was never $30 or Chewie. And
Yeah.
Darth Vader's like 6'2". Chewie's obviously like, I believe he's over 7 feet, right? Well,
Yes.
not the figure,
Yeah.
of course, but
Right,
scaled down. Over
Scale-wise.
7 feet.
right. Scale-wise.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
and I do agree, like, they have it on the box, you know?
Right. They literally chose the piece of artwork where he's doing this,
Yeah.
only to not include fisted hands. I mean, you can fudge it, but, he's got, like, trigger hands, so you're like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's
But that-
like,
I mean, it is awesome, though, that everyone's finally getting their Wreckers.
mhm.
Because it's just a great figure. Otherwise, despite the slight price increase and the lacking accessories and paint
Nice, Fuckman.
details.
Also, what's up, Fugman? I don't think we said hi to you yet.
Yeah, what's up, Fugman?
I still really like Wrecker. The butterfly joints just get to me. It's like my little soft spot. If they skimp out on other things, but then it has the butterfly joints, I'm like, it's just such a comforting piece of articulation to know that they can aim down the sights of their weapons, which is a problem that plagues quite a few Black Series figures that wield
Right.
blasters, such as like the original, even really the modern like First Order Stormtrooper,
True.
but especially the original when it was like
Ooh.
even worse than the old clone body.
Ooh. Yeah, we don't talk about the original First Order Stormtrooper elbows.
Yeah. What's up, Matthew Bannister? Thanks for popping in. That's no worries
Thank
if
you,
can't
Matthew.
if you can't stay. If you
And
pop
Dave-
in, leave a like, that's good.
Dave's Dimension brings up a great point. 64 watching, 31 likes. Smash that like button. Smash that like button.
Yeah, I gotta agree. I mean,
Yeah. But-
maybe Mike gets a pass since he watched all those ads for us.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
he gets a pass on the like. Should have
But
figured.
smash like.
I don't know, like, because some of the deluxe figures are super, super good. Like, I think Jar Jar is fantastic. Although he should have had an alternate tongue licking. Head.
The serious face is
Yeah.
easily
But
my
the
main
Boba Fett.
complaint.
The
Right.
Boba Fett for $29.99
Right.
is just chef's kiss. What's up, HollowNet?
And of course, Cal Kestis too, the deluxe Cal.
Oh,
I think it was
Yeah.
worth every penny.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Just
about that one.
jam packed with accessories there. So
Gentuga,
I mean-
we got ours off of Dorkside Toys, and we got our Wrecker a long time ago. We have had this figure for ages. It feels
Yeah.
like
right,
Dorkside Toys. If you want to get stuff first, now that's no like I'm not slapping a guarantee like you will always get stuff first if you get from
Yeah.
Dorkside, but track record, Dorkside is if you want to get stuff early. Big Bad is if you want to like budget yourself out and utilize that pile of loot system.
Right.
Both are pretty great, but Dorkside, I would say, generally speaking, they get stuff quicker than, say, like a Big Bad or really anyone else.
I think it also depends on how quickly you get your order in as well. Because obviously, like...
Yeah, we got it in super quick.
Right. They'll get, like, shipments in, and then, you know, I'm sure there's people out there that have Wrecker pre-ordered on Dorkside, and they're still waiting for it. It's just, like, we happen to get, like, the early shipment of it.
Right.
Just like some people got, like, Ahsoka and Maul from Dorkside early. I didn't order mine in time enough, so they're just now coming in the mail. Super excited to get those TVC figures, though. They look so good. Sean Solo's reviews of those were excellent.
Yeah. They do look good. And it kind of sucks because that Ahsoka almost kind of looks better than the Black Series version.
I might think that she straight up does look better. She has the more accurate costume details.
Yeah. What's up, David C?
Hey, David.
Hello.
But let's see. HoloNet said, don't the Marvel Legends Deluxe feel like more value than Black Series? I mean, definitely. Like, usually with, like, Deluxe Marvel Legends stuff, you get alternate hands, you get alternate heads. But I kind of feel like that disparity is kind of throughout both lines. Like, just in general. You look at what a Marvel Legends figure comes with versus what a Black Series figure comes with. Obviously, Marvel Legends, without a doubt, come with more accessories, but
here's the thing: I like Star Wars.
Right.
That's my answer to anytime someone brings up like, look how good Marvel Legends is. Well, I don't collect Marvel stuff. Like, I really like Spider-Man, but I'm not into like a lot of Marvel comics or superhero stuff in general. Like, Star Wars is the main thing I collect, and if Star Wars ceases to exist, I would not collect action figures. So
what about your NECA collection?
Right, but that's only like every once in a while, like very, very specific things. I'm talking like going out and purchasing a whole wave and keep bulking it up over the years. Like, I have one DTOF of NECA, but it's more so like whenever they release a Jason, whenever they release like a big horror icon or a Xenomorph or the Ninja Turtles, it's not like Star Wars where it's like I'm getting like probably 30, 40 figures a year.
Right.
And that's like the main thing I collect. But I don't know. Lukeness, do you collect? I know you collect a bit of Marvel Legends, right?
Really only the like Iron Man and Captain America's are really the only ones I care about. Maybe a few Spider-Man here and there, but I don't even touch the comic figures.
Right. And yeah, that's true, Ivan. They like, even with regular Marvel Legends, I will say, like, and I know you agree with this, Ivan, but a lot of people hate on Black Series for reuse, but I will die on this hill that Marvel Legends has significantly more reuse than Black Series, even to the point where like the Imperial officers will have very minor different sculpting on it. Like, it's just not like a 100% reuse like some people assume it is. I think a lot of things in the Black Series that people assume is reuse is actually just a little, there actually is a bit of new mold on there. We even see that with like older figures like Troopers, like the Stormtrooper and the Sand Trooper was actually two different molds. So it's not just like a cheap repaint or, whatever people would say. Marvel Legends, as a result of that more heavy reuse, they get way more characters. Right. But there's also, with Marvel, there's just an infinite amount of characters.
Yeah.
Which there is in Star Wars as well.
Right. But
with Marvel Comics, I just feel like there's like an infinite amount. Like far more.
Because with Marvel, you can do a character and then do a character's other costume and then their other costume and then their other costume, where it's like Star Wars, only like the main characters really have more than a couple looks. Like all the background aliens and stuff that you only see once, they only have the one look. So there's always going to be less when it comes to Star Wars, just because think about how many Spider-Man figures they could easily make. And just recently did like that whole new wave where there's a new Ben Reilly, there's the black suit Spider-Man's coming back, the metal armor Spider-Man. It's like there's an endless amount of characters and costumes in Marvel. And of course, they can just use like the one Spider-Man body and just change the costume a bunch, and then boom, there you go.
Right.
Which is, it's not a bad thing. It's I don't think when reuse makes sense, it's not a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, that's
David,
my opinion.
To answer your question, for the commander, he was like it's the opposite color scheme. So he's Fox is majority red, and then white is like the secondary color, whereas like Coruscant Guard, white is like the main color, and then red is like the secondary. For the commander, it's just switch. But Fox is still like, like they go with him, if that makes sense. Like they're meant to go together. Although I will say Fox is also in the live action style, even though he never appeared in live action.
No.
And then the new Coruscant Guard troopers are like the animated Bad Batch / Clone Wars style. So that might be why they don't necessarily go together, but they do go together.
Lukeness, what side of the black line on the helmet fence are you on?
We've talked about it before on the stream, I'm pretty sure.
I think for the like movie figures, or I guess even Battlefront 2 figures, it should have the black line, and it should be on the like Rex body, and then any like animated TV show should be the newer clone body with no black line.
All right.
So how do you feel about figures like Captain Rex that are like a masterpiece figure, but Captain Rex was never in live action, but he has like a movie realistic live action figure? Same with Commander Fox. I'm trying to remember if there's any other ones.
I think those are the only two that don't have film appearances.
Yeah, that one's tough. I really like both Rex and Fox. Fox is harder because he has the awful old clone body, but I still like them. Obviously, I think I would prefer them to be the newer clone body, but I still like them. Except for Rex. I love Rex. I wouldn't change a thing about Rex.
Yeah, I think Rex easily could be argued as
Wolf.
one of the best. Oh yeah, Wolf.
Yeah.
And Wolf is a fantastic looking figure. That's what I'm saying. Like I wish they were all like that.
Does Wolf have a black line on his helmet at all, though?
Mm-mm.
Well, there's a difference because, like, I don't even mean, like, necessarily black line. I mean specifically just not in the animated.
Okay.
Like, when you look at Captain Rex's helmet, you can tell that's meant to look like a live action Captain Rex if you were to compare it to, like, the CG, like, render in the show, which all clones are CG, by the way. So, like, that's a kind of another good point about, like, proportions and accuracy. Well, it's like every clone we've ever seen in our lifetime has been a CGI clone, whether that be the 3D CGI, 2D animation, or CGI implanted into a live action film as it is in Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. So it's like I can see why there's different kit bashes that they're doing, and they're like, I guess, what do you guys think they're doing with these kit bashes? Because we see like the new like Jet Trooper, which I think out of all of the newer clones, I think this new Jet Trooper looks the absolute best out of all of them. What do you guys think about that?
I do really like the newer helmet on the Rex body. I think that looks really, really cool. The only problem is I like the animated legs. I know a lot of people don't, but I just prefer the pinless look for them a little bit more than the big pins. But I still think it looks good, and I think it'll look really good with, of course, the new mold kind of with the whole pin for the jetpack in the back of the armor. But I think it'll look cool. I just wish it came with the rocket boosters.
Yeah. Like to plug into the jetpack. For sure. And It does just come with the blaster pistol, but at the same time, I'm just after seeing everything else in that stream, I'm like, this is the one thing I'm gonna be super hyped on, and that's just it.
I'm surprised they managed to stay in stock so long.
Right. That's what I was going to say too. And how awesome was it to just pre-order 2 and call it a day? Just
right.
I wasn't even stressing about it. Like 45 minutes after they went up, I went and I looked and I just pressed 2 and pressed pre-order, and I was like, Like I love just being able to easily pre-order a clone trooper and not have to sweat about it.
What's up, Tomb Toys? Hello.
Hey, Tomb.
Yes, HoloNet, the new 501st one that is a GameStop exclusive, which we are all fans of. And I do agree. And it's like, pretty sure it's still in stock. Yeah. And I'm slightly confused on that, but at the same time, I'm like, I just think GameStop does infinitely better job than Target or
100%.
Walmart. What's up, Greedo and a Speedo?
Hey, Greedo. Nice to see you. I wanted to go back up to David Edge's comment where he was mentioning that the reds don't match between Fox and the Shock Troopers.
That is true.
Yeah, that's also true. What's up, Greg?
I would
think
probably
his comment got buried.
I would probably just chalk that up to, Hasbro being Hasbro. They're doing Hasbro things. But
yeah. I don't know.
I mean, I'm still going to be happy with them. I'm ready for those figures. I'm just ready for some more clone action. I'm ready for some more Black Series figures. It's been a damn trickle recently.
Yeah.
It has been a damn...
We're dying out here, Hasbro. We can't afford to turn the lights on anymore.
It's literally to the point where I just pity bought a K2SO to have something to review. Granted,
right.
I'm just going to use it as like a normal Imperial droid, probably going to pose him up with like Cal Kestis or something, but still.
Okay. Yeah. Try being colorblind for a bit. Fixes all those issues.
Great point.
I don't know. I like it. I love it. I can't wait for it. It looks sick. I love the proportions. And I do agree to a certain extent about the pins. But at least they take the time to paint the damn pins. That's another thing with Marvel Legends is you'll have a Spider-Man figure with like red, up the arm or blue up the arm, and then it'll be the opposite color for the pin. I'm like, like at least they paint the pin.
And then sometimes they fix it, and then sometimes they don't. They like flip-flop back and forth. But yeah, I'm excited to get some new troopers. Even though the last new figure, I guess, was the Flame Trooper for me, but still.
Yeah, I think that's the last Black Series review on our channel was the Flame Trooper.
Yeah, because other than that is the Bandai Mando. And then really, since we've got everything so early this year, it's like we've already reviewed a bunch of stuff like months ago.
Yeah.
And now we're just
it's good.
But now we're just sitting here like, okay.
Hey, Axel.
Axel, how's it going?
We do have some Black Series news to talk about that dropped in classic Out of the Basement fashion after filming Figure It Out. So I guess we can jump to that, see what you guys think about it. Let me share my screen. And actually not yet. Got to get used to having dual monitor. There we go. Nope. There we go. Okay, so this is from yakface.com, the number one source for all Black Series Star Wars news. We have a rumor report here. Target exclusive Power of the Force 6-inch Black Series Boba Fett coming soon. And the article mentions the codename Libra. And since then, we've been getting these Power of the Force card back figures, and a bit of new information surfaced, and it's possible that this figure is Boba Fett. It's unknown whether it'll be like the orange or the green, but they suspect it'll be the green to go with the recent Princess Leia.
Nice.
And it'll most likely be the Return of the Jedi updated body, but I suspect it'll come with his blaster and nothing else, and it'll just be on the card back, which is a shame because this will more than likely be 20. Well, here it is right here, $26.49 versus the deluxe Boba Fett was $29.99. So for $3 more, you get all of those extra accessories.
Yeah. But what about that vintage card back?
Which is funny because this was our generation's like nostalgic packaging. Like when we look back and like, my nostalgic Powers of the Force packaging.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't really care about because we're openers anyway. You know?
Right. It's awesome. I think it's very nostalgic for someone like me or you. But at the same time, I'm just like, I'm not into like hanging cards on the wall really. Unless it's something like truly, truly special to me. Otherwise, I just want to open it. But I will be right back. Give me one moment here. I got to use the bathroom.
I thought he was going to get abducted by aliens again. What do you think, Lukeness?
I really like Boba. I love the Power of the Force Boba. I do actually have one of mine right here. Just sits on the side of my set. But okay.
There he is.
It is missing the cape, unfortunately, but years of having it, that tends to happen. But I really do like the Power of the Force Boba, and I love the idea of the throwback packaging for it. But me already having a Return of the Jedi Boba, for me, it's one of those I'd only buy it just to hang on the wall as like nostalgia kind of thing.
Right.
And
that's where I'm at as well, because like if I were to see it in person, I'm like, oh, this looks awesome. But just knowing that it's $26.49 for like something that is previously released, I think if they want to just like repack and do all this like nostalgia stuff, especially on something that's like a repack, they need to not charge $26.49, especially considering, like I said earlier, like it's $3 away from the deluxe one Boba that comes with significantly more accessories. Assuming that this would just come with like his jetpack and his blaster, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But
so I know I have the like the classic red card back one on card that's on my wall with the rest of my like carbonized figures. So if they do the green one, I'd be upset because I'd want the red one to go with the other red one and like put them side by side, have like the 6-inch next to the Power of the Force. So I feel like for me, if it's the red one, I'll buy it. But if it's the green one, I'll probably pass.
Yeah. Mountain Dewer, I know it's not about accessories because it's nostalgia bait, but I'm talking overall value for figures. Overall value. It's just like the Jar Jar Binks one, because I think someone mentioned that earlier. The Jar Jar Binks that was a deluxe, and then it came out in the Phantom Menace card back with less accessories for the same price, was it?
It was, yeah, it was like 30.
Okay. For the same price, okay? Less accessories. And guess what? They're all peg warming at Best Buy as we speak. I've been to a few different Best Buys, and they're all peg warming. So, and I know it's Boba Fett, like it'll sell anyway, but just, for all you nostalgia bait out there, that's perfectly fine by me. Go ahead, more power to you, but easy pass for me, I'll say. Easy pass. But I also have one Power of the Force figure hanging up. It's the TIE Pilot. The 3 3/4 inch. I do like it. I just know I'm like, this is a rabbit hole I don't want to go down. Because I'm already going down Lego. I'm already going down the Lego rabbit hole, right, guys? But where's Nate? Because we have another piece of news here to go after. Nate. But I don't know. Do you think they're going to continue doing these after Boba?
I don't know. I mean, there's not a ton more figures I feel like they really can do. I mean, obviously they could do a ton of figures, but
right.
if they're like actually willing to do it, or if they think they can get away with it, because obviously the New Hope figures, either like the Ceremony Leia is brand new, but the other 3 haven't been released in a long time. So it's nice to get a re-release of that with the photo reel, but like if they're just gonna repack some, like, I don't know, another Skiff Guard Lando, is it really worth a repack at all?
Right.
Considering that he's getting an archive release later, but
Right. So my figure culture here, Jeremy, good buddy of the channel, he says majority of Black Series fans are not into the nostalgia of Star Wars. I don't know about that, but I do agree with your point about people wanting new figures. Who cares about the plastic jail? Well, that just comes down to what kind of collector you are. You guys know I'm an opener, so something that kind of upsets me is when you have to pay full price, and in this case, even more, for something that you have to destroy the packaging to get the figure out. I don't care about using an X-Acto knife to slit this. The moment you do that, you're destroying the packaging. Okay, that packaging is destroyed. I don't care who you are. I understand that you can use the X-Acto knife to slit it out and pull it out and maintain the package for display purposes. But to me, that package is now destroyed. So like with the Target Clone Wars stuff, I did that at first, like the little slit the plastic thing. And then quickly I just threw it all away because I'm like, do I really want to display empty card backs without the figure in there? Like if it's just an empty card back, does it still look good? I don't know. What do you think about? What do you do with your boxes? For
I hang all of my empty cards on the wall with my carbonized figures. I know I have the like Phantom Menace wave, the Clone Wars, but I mean they look all right. It's just the fact that they're empty. It's just kind of I don't have the balls to throw away the packaging, so I got to do something with it instead of just throwing them in a box in my closet. So I figured I'd put it to good use.
Red 5 strong. I mean, that's a good point. I think Boba Fett will always sell no matter what, like whether that be Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, Deluxe, Standard, Carbonized, like whatever. I think Boba Fett will always sell. And yeah, you're right. I mean, it's for people who will leave it on card. The majority of people who would buy something like this will leave it on card. So, I mean, it's a good point. But I'm not that type of collector. Not hating on this release. I'm just saying it's a easy pass for me. And there have been a lot of easy passes for me lately. And that's okay, because with a line as vast as something like this, with so many figures coming out, I think too many people give in to the fear of missing out and they just end up like buying everything. I think that's like the number one thing you should avoid is FOMO. Collecting within your means. And even if there is a bunch of releases that you're not interested in, such as like the live stream and all those reveals, it's okay to just like slap the pre-order on the Jet Trooper and leave the rest. You can still be a happy collector doing that. And yeah, I wanted to wait for you to get back. But we do have for the first time in the history of Out of the Basement, we have had a $50 super chat, but we have never had a 100 USD super chat. And of course, it's no surprise that it is from Fig Fury Todd himself. Probably the number one Out of the Basement fan of all time.
Your generosity is insane. And it's unmatched, and it's legendary. And wow. I go to the bathroom, and I come back, and there's $100 super
I know.
chat.
I was like, of course he's gone for this moment. Wow. A monumental moment on the channel.
Thank you so much, Todd. Seriously, thank you so much.
And of course he says, have to launder my Mafia money somehow. LOL, for reals. This is for all the years of content you guys have shared and still keep it real. Thank you so much. Fig Theory, that's never going to change. We're fans first, okay? Shills last. Unless Hasbro starts offering, Hasbro wants to send a check. Then I'm going to be raving about the credit card. No, I'm just kidding. But
today on the channel, we're going to be announcing the third wave of the credit collection.
Mm-hmm. And we're always gonna just keep it real, tell you blunt how we feel. We're fans of the line. We love the line, but we're not afraid to criticize some of Hasbro's decision making or things that we're not fans of, which is also why I feel like we're never gonna have the Hasbro team on our show. But that's okay because we tell it like it is, and we're never going to stop doing that. So thank you so much, Fig, and thank you because I know you've been super chatting every single week since we've started streaming. So it's honestly insane. I never thought when I had like the dream, I know it's corny, but when I had the dream to like do YouTube and find success on the site, I never in a million years would think that we would be getting stuff like this. So thank you so much, Fig.
Thank
It
you.
mean a lot to us.
Thank you.
And
Yes,
now,
David.
yes, we're going to be able to afford the Rancor now.
And David had said I could buy a new chair. Listen, my Big Lots lawn chair, it's got a cup holder. It's got a cup holder.
I don't think the lawn chair is that bad, honestly.
Like, I mean, it gets uncomfortable after a little while, but I'm cool. I'm cool just
Yeah.
sitting here in the lawn chair. I did have a red one, but that one actually broke because I apparently way too much for the chair.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ivan says put that $100 away for the Rancor. I've actually compiled like a pretty nice PayPal sum to go towards the Rancor by selling off some of my old like sequel trilogy, like pre-photo reel stuff. So it's been nice, but I recently did have to dip into the Rancor fund, the
That's
PayPal
right.
Rancor fund, because Nate found me finally
Oh,
the
yes.
Part 7 Ultimate Jason from NECA. And I want myself on the screen.
Clicked on the wrong.
Let's do that again and put me there. And
Yes.
it spins. It
It
spins.
The saw blade spins.
I know, Fig, you asked me in the Discord. I didn't get to replying to your message. You asked me if this was the best Jason yet. I really, really like the Part 4 Jason, but I think this might just take the cake. And of course, you know I had to pose him with the Bushwhacker or whatever
Yes.
this is called.
Yeah.
I don't actually know.
I always call it bush hog. That's what I've always
Yeah.
referred to it.
But look at these accessories. Like, it comes with everything that he
Yep.
uses in the film, as all of them do, but he uses such a variety. And there's
Right.
even like the cracked mask to like recreate that scene where the mask is like broken in half and he's like, ah. So it's amazing. And I love this Jason. It's probably my favorite one that they have released so far.
He definitely went front and center on my Jason display right away.
Plus, like with the lawsuit, we have gone such a long time without one of these, and
Right.
at one point we thought, okay, we're not finishing out the Jasons
Yeah.
because we have part 2, 3, 4, Imposter Jason from part 5, 6, Freddy vs. Jason, and the reboot, but we never got 7, 8, 9, or 10. So I
Yeah.
do believe we're gonna finish that out.
Yeah.
And what better way to do it than with part 7 from NECA? Kane Hodder's first performance as Jason, and the figure delivers in every single way. And I know someone commented earlier saying them, watch, Justin got another Lego set. I did not.
No,
I did not.
no
The
Lego.
last one I got was, I think I showed it last stream. It was like the Obi-Wan Kenobi with the shield generator and like the Imperial Gunner minifigure and the turret, the Death Star turret. But, and I know Josh Pierce, he's in the chat. Josh
Yes.
Pierce and I did a trade. And the trade involves me getting a Lego set. But that's different because it's a trade. Okay?
There's always a loophole with Justin.
There's always a loophole.
Everyone in chat and Lukeness, Justin will always find a way to add something else to his collection.
Yeah. Real
Some-
quick, Gentugo, it was a lawsuit between the original director and the original writer. So basically, the original writer was not getting enough, barely getting any credit for basically creating the franchise, and which had
Specifically, Jason Voorhees was
Right.
the point of contention, was who truly created Jason.
right. because the first film, Jason's not the killer, and they had no clue that Jason would come to be like one of the most iconic horror killers of all time. So it was basically a credit issue.
Yeah.
And I think we support the writer because literally created the character.
Yeah.
But the director has been incredibly stubborn about that whole issue, which, to be fair, the director didn't know how big the film franchise would go either. So I think if I was him, I would be like, you know what? The writer deserves his credit as well.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's all about that money. But it basically, there was a halt on all Friday the 13th production of films and merchandise. And that's why the game, they had to stop creating content for the game and stuff. It was just ooh, Josh threw in a little goodie for you. For me.
Goodies.
Yeah, but, okay, bouncing back to that, Imperial TIE Fighter, that's my next Lego set, and I gave him, which I know Josh gets a nice little Lego discount, but he really wanted Babu Frick, and then I think the First Order Flame Trooper, and then I think that might have been it. So now I'm out of Babu Frick, but guess what? I don't care.
Nice. Yeah, honestly, I don't even know where Babu Frick is.
He's probably in the carpet somewhere.
Probably, in all honesty, because like I usually try and keep my little Black Series characters all together, but I don't think I've seen Babu Frick in a while. So
yeah. How about you, Lukeness? You got any recent pickups? I know you got a Wrecker.
Besides Wrecker, I did go Walmart hunting, I believe Friday. I know Brickseek said they had the new wave in stock, and they did, but unfortunately the only figure they had was Lando. So I did pick up a Lando, which is surprisingly a good figure.
Oh, it is.
Attack, unfortunately.
General Lando is sick. General Lando is sick.
I love me some General Lando.
Cape for sure.
Yeah. That's a shame, though. So no Casca, no Tech. Do you have any of those other figures, or do you need the entire wave still?
I need the entire wave. I've not had any luck finding them in stores except for Friday. So
yeah. And then, yeah, so is that your only recent pickup, along with Wrecker?
So I did pick up a few McFarlane figures. I did. I'm a huge Avatar: The Last Airbender fan.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing.
So I picked up a few of those. This entire thing is gonna like come apart as I bring it down, but I did pick up the. You can't even see half of it, but I did pick up Appa and the three main characters there from Avatar. So I picked that up.
Nice.
I know for like 6-inch scale, it's pretty cheap for all the figures.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I saw those the other day. I was like, they do look pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, McFarlane Toys is crazy. So they will literally do anything. And I think it's awesome that right out of the gate they were like, here's Appa, and they pretty much did like the main cast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I've seen those around, but The Last Airbender was a little bit past my time. We talked about it on the last stream. I've seen like half of the first season, and it's pretty good, but it just wasn't like something I felt like, oh, I got to continue watching this. But then again, I was also like in my 20s. So
I think once you get to like season 2 is when it all picks up. I think season 1's definitely the worst season of the show. But
I mean, as most shows are, like the first season ends up being like, you know, kind of where they're trying to figure things out. But HoloNet, McFarlane just recently started with the Avatar toys, and I believe, are they Walmart exclusive, Lukeness?
I don't believe they're exclusive, but I think that's where they've mainly been showing up.
Okay, so maybe they were just at Walmart first.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's nice. Sick pickup. Is Appa like nice and heavy?
Oh, he's a solid 5 or 6 pounds.
Nice. Yeah, I love the big McFarlane figures. They're murder weapons, shelf destroyers.
I'm too afraid to be tall. Yeah.
Nice. But yeah, you know, I recently got a new Black Series figure. Finally, I finally got Q9.
Great figure. Is that the
yeah.
one when I told you I was like, dude, Brickseek says so and so is having the new wave, or was that a pre-order?
No, I got this from GameStop.
Oh, okay.
It was on. I think he still is available. Him and Lando are both in stock on GameStop's website, I believe. So of course I couldn't wait any longer, and I was like, I got to get Q9, and I love this figure.
On sale too.
Yeah, it was only $19.99. So I mean on sale, but you know. So yeah, I really think this figure is excellent. Sleeper hit of the wave for sure. Love the articulation and the details.
Mhm.
It is kind of a bummer. It's pretty hard to get him to hold the blaster like in a shooting pose with both arms, like actually like shouldering the rifle. But other than that, yeah, I freaking love this figure. Super awesome. And then of course, you know, on GameStop's website, they get you with the $35 free shipping.
Oh no!
So I had to find something to give me the free shipping. So I also picked up the Marvel Legends Maverick, which is going to look great in my 90s X-Men display. And yeah, I don't know much about the character other than it was created by Jim Lee. So pretty cool and looks super 90s. I also did get a blue Psycho Ranger too, but I already put it back in the package. It's in storage with all the rest of my Power Ranger stuff.
What's up, Dan?
But I've honestly been having a great action figure week from Big Bad Toy Store. Also got the Toonie Terror Jaws little deluxe box set here with Quint and the shark. So and Quint can actually fit in Bruce's mouth. So amazing, excellent set. Haven't opened it yet. I don't know if I'm gonna open it.
It kind of looks good in that packaging.
This is a pretty good display.
Jonathan. Yeah,
I think this is a pretty good display. Nice.
Yeah, more figures Nate doesn't collect.
Yep.
To be fair, that's NECA. Nate collects NECA, as do I. I actually have one of the Toonie Terrors.
And so when I was at Target and I found the Jason for you, so Jason wasn't even in the collectible aisle. Ooh, excuse me. Wasn't even
Delta.
Wasn't even in the collectible aisle. Wasn't even in the toy aisle. All the way at the end of the aisle, you know, at my local Target, Justin, like you walk down past the toys and you're almost in like the home goods section.
Oh yeah.
The very last end cap, I just happened to look over and I saw a bunch of the deluxe Power Ranger figures, the King Sphinx and the Pumpkin Wrapper. I was like, these are suspiciously put here.
Right.
No clearance sticker on them at all, but I had a feeling. So I was looking around and I was like, I wonder if there's anything else on this end cap. And I looked down and behind a couple figures, sure enough, there was the New Blood Jason sitting right there hiding. So I was like, this is coming with me. And this was only $8.99. So a steal of a deal for this big ass Power Rangers figure that was originally $30. So I was playing the long game with this one because I wanted to get it for my Mighty Morphin display. And it paid off because I only paid $9 for it. So
nice.
And I got you the Part 7 Jason that someone thought they were clever hiding it. But I will find your hidden figures. I will either buy them or I will put them back on the shelf. I will foil your plans.
I agree. Lucas, have you ever found a hidden figure?
I don't think I found any hidden figures, but I found figures that were like lost under the Walmart shelves.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
But
yeah,
nothing really hidden.
Also, what's up, Hooter Mikulski? Hello.
Hey, Hooter. And then I also got the Target
He's not
exclusive Gunslinger Spawn, which I wasn't going to pick up, but it's a Target exclusive, and there was one left on the shelf, and I was with Justin, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll buy it. Target exclusive on the shelf. But what a badass figure.
That does look pretty cool.
Obviously it's Spawn, but as if he was a gunslinger, and really just some nice articulation, some nice paint details, and yeah, finding a Target exclusive on the shelf, the last one, I was super hyped, so I pulled the trigger. Wasn't gonna let that one sit there, even though I wasn't planning on picking it up. But that's all for like my recent pickups. But I do want to show off a little painting update. Of course, you guys know I like my painting update. So I finished my Warhammer Space Marine here, white and gold.
I like it. I like the color scheme.
I think this actually turned out really awesome. And
kind of reminds me of like the Kingsguard color scheme from Game of Thrones.
Right. I just white and gold together just looks so good. And
yeah, I agree.
I've just been having so much fun painting the McFarlane figures. They're honestly a blast. I pre-ordered some more Space Marines to paint in the future because they just recently announced a few more. So yeah,
I was going to say, sorry to interrupt, but I do actually have to run. So thank you guys so much for having me on the stream.
Yeah, we knew this was going to be a power hour.
Yeah, thank you, Lucas, for stopping by.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, link to Lucas's channel will be in the description of this stream. We're not done yet because we knew Lucas could just be on for an hour, so
yeah,
we'll keep going. But yeah, thanks for coming on, buddy. We appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Alrighty. And then there were two.
The King and the North. Nate, I've been getting the itch to rewatch Game of Thrones.
No, none of that. But
it's still good.
But it's just going to end in disappointment.
But I can just stop after season 5.
I suppose, but still. And then I finished painting that Warhammer figure.
Nice.
And I took a little break to build a model kit, which I'm still working on. I'm almost done with it, but yeah, I started building the Bandai C3PO.
Oh, nice.
I just gotta finish the arms.
Look how shiny that is.
Yeah, it absolutely chromed out like episode 3 status. Of course, the camera doesn't want to focus on it. Wonder if I can use the Jaws box. Maybe it's big enough to create a focus.
Oh.
No?
Well, it looks good. Take our word for it.
Yeah. And this is how it comes straight out of the package. It is chromed up like this, straight out of the package. It's just like that vacuum. I think it's called like vacuum chrome, where it's like on the plastic and it's more fragile because of the paint application. Like it feels kind of brittle, but
right.
Yeah, I just love how shiny it is. I'm like, this is going to be the perfect, just like new shiny C3PO that I'm going to put on my shelf. And on top of that, you get tons of different options with this C3PO. You get either the dented faceplate or the undented one. And then you also get the like little comm communicator link. And you also get his eye socket that pulls out when Salacious Crumb has his eye pulled out.
Nice.
And I'm just like,
that's pretty cool.
Like, what a great batch of accessories and something that Hasbro would never do with a C3PO figure.
Right. Huda Mikulski has a question for us. He says, I have an extra Black Series First Order Stormtrooper helmet. Should I paint it like an Executioner Stormy or gold like Commander Pyre?
Yeah,
is that the gold?
Pyre.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Pyre.
Any thoughts? Honestly, the Executioner would probably be easier to do, considering Commander Pyre's entire helmet is gold.
Yeah. I think, because, yeah, the Executioner just has, like, the black stripe, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Thank you,
Something
Todd.
like that.
Thank you. Yeah.
What's up, Sith Vicious?
It'd be sweet if the archive CP was a shiny repaint. Yeah, that would be great, but we all know that Hasbro is not going to do anything like this vacuum chrome style,
Yeah.
even though they can do it.
Yeah.
But the thing is it just, no matter what, if you've ever had like a vacuum chromed figure, you know how they feel. They feel
Right.
more fragile. So you just got to be careful with them.
Yeah.
But I'm
What's
super
up, Marvel Legends? Man.
super excited to finish this figure. And also, Justin, it does also come with 2 sets of arms, articulated arms and then stiff arms. So
Okay.
if you wanted to do either or, that C-3PO figure is loaded with pretty much every C-3PO accessory you could want. Obviously, it's not like Empire Strikes Back where you can tear it apart or anything like that. But once again, the Bandai model kits are damn awesome.
Right. Jeremy's here asking about GTP Toys. Hell no, there's not an update from GTP Toys.
Right.
Let's do I can do a live check here.
Whoa.
Nope. Avail shipping September 2021. So, no. Someone's commenting saying the stream is stalled. My internet still says it's up.
Let me
You
see.
guys see me?
Yeah. Are we still here? Hello?
It's good on my phone. Hello? Are we all good? I think we're good, right?
Hooter's messing with us. Hooter?
Okay, Gen Tugo says not for me. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, yes, GTP Toys, no update. And guess what? September is almost done. We're over halfway.
It
done
is
with September, so.
It is getting dangerously close to the end of September. I'm sure it'll update.
Are you getting
October.
worried again, Nate?
I feel like it's gonna come, but I feel like it may not even be this year, if I'm gonna be completely honest.
Okay.
And I think
What's up, Froylan?
that obviously with everything that's going on, shipping crisis, blah blah blah, them being a small one-man company now, I think it's just going to take a lot.
Apollo 8 is saying they took the money and ran.
Yeah,
I mean, here's the thing, I'm getting that money back one way or another.
Right.
I have no doubt in my mind, and I know of some successful cases where simply filing a dispute with your bank, even though it's through PayPal, if you paid them with a PayPal balance, I would say that's going to be a lot more difficult. But if you paid with your debit or credit card through PayPal, I have no doubt that you can get your money back filing a dispute with your bank. Josh, this was originally supposed to release, I want to say July, yeah. Originally in July, but of course there was the dark age where there was absolutely no update, which we're back on that train, right? Because the last social media post was in June, and the creator of the company did promise weekly updates. Right. I've been loving those weekly updates. Let me tell you what.
Yeah,
it's absolutely ridiculous. It's not hard. It's not hard.
And nothing, nothing says
Peter Arc.
I don't know what I was trying to say, but my point is that we gave them our money up front.
Yeah. If this was a pre-order where I know Jeremy's in the chat, so we disagree. Like,
yeah.
The fact that they do take your money up front, and it seems to be not someone or not a company that updates you or even returns your emails, comments, DMs, whatever, or answers their customer service phone or take a message or do something.
Right.
Not even on their newsletter email.
Nothing.
And yes, you're absolutely correct, Marvel Legends man. No 212 at all. I don't know what's going on with that either. There's just a lot of things that don't make sense coming on.
Yeah. But GTP Toys was previously reputable. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing, is they used to allegedly have fantastic customer service. They had, when they did Space Walls, when they did the Death Star Space Walls, everyone loved them, and now it's just Now it's just completely silent with no updates
Yeah.
about, and they are just sitting with all of our money. That's like you said, that's the thing I don't like.
Right. It's definitely not a great experience, and probably is going to lead to a lot of people getting the hallway and then never buying anything from GTP Toys ever again.
Yeah, I would have a very hard time doing that unless it was a product that already just exists and then you
Right.
can just purchase it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not a good situation. I made a video about it at one point, and after that video, that's when they started responding and like posting on social media more. But now it's just back to
Right.
back to nothing. Vader X Bricks, I have not found the Flame Trooper yet. The GameStop website is actually reliable. I've found out for stock in their stores, so I'm waiting because there was one in stock, but it was like an hour and a half away, and I'm like, I know they're gonna drop at my local GameStops, which my local GameStops have like 8 to 12 rocket troopers right now each.
Yep.
So I'll be good. I'll get that in person in the wild. I guarantee I will find that figure in the wild.
Definitely. Yeah, Jonathan Anderson, GTP does not have any other products at the moment. They used to create Space Walls. They used to be called Space Walls. That was like
True,
the name
yeah.
of their company before they switched from making third-party stuff to officially licensed. That's when they switched over to being called GTP Toys.
Right.
Hooter Mikulski, I believe the Razor Crest has been delayed to next year. The TVC Razor Crest got hit with the delays, which, you'll get it when you get it. It might take a little bit longer, but as everyone knows, there's an international shipping crisis, so everything's getting delayed.
Yeah, including our own American store, Walmart, and other exclusives and stuff. So, yeah, and David C. GTB used to have great customer service, great products. There is no reason to ever doubt them. That's why I was so quick to jump the gun on the pre-order, and I paid the entire thing up front as like a Christmas present. So, yeah, actually, it was originally supposed to ship in March of 2021. Yeah. Now I'm starting to remember because I remember convincing my girlfriend, I'm like, I know it won't be here for Christmas, but it'll just be like 3 months later. So it was March. And it is going to be March of next year before we get it, if we ever get it. I'm not happy. Yeah. And I don't know what my breaking point is with it. Right. Because that $200 would go great to the Rancor HasLab, a reputable company where I know I'm going to get the Rancor in X amount of time. And I'm going to have absolutely no worries with that. Obviously, it's Hasbro. But the more and more time that goes by, I'm like, I think that money could go toward, and it's gone. I think that money could be possibly put towards the Rancor instead of the Tantive 4 hallway. But I want the Tantive 4 hallway. That's my issue, because when I am a bit more established, when I do like have my own place and have a room dedicated to the collection, I want to eventually get into like diorama making and like creating little scenes with various Black Series figures. So like the Tantive 4 hallway would be amazing to have, because you could stick in the new Archive Leia kneeling down with the plans to stick it in R2-D2, 3PO, the Rebel Fleet Troopers, the Stormtroopers, Darth Vader, an Imperial officer. There's a lot of figures that you could fit in there. Yeah. So I want it. I want it.
Right. And I totally agree with you. And I think it looks great. All the little teases that they've shown off of the hallway, make it look excellent. So it's really hard to say like what like my breaking point would be either.
Right.
Because I want the damn hallway. I
I
want
want the hallway. But at the same time, like that $200 could easily pay for the rest of my Rancor because I've sold off a little bit of my collection, and then getting that money back, I could pay for the Rancor no matter what they charge for it.
Yeah.
But Mike Chu, I would dispute it through my bank. I wouldn't dispute it through PayPal because I used my card through PayPal, and if you do that, you can make a dispute with your bank, or at least my bank, because I work at the bank that I bank with.
Right.
So I got that inside knowledge, and I have no doubt I'd be able to file a Visa dispute and win said Visa dispute because I already know the dispute team would send an email to GTP Toys, and then they just wouldn't respond, and they'd be like, okay, illegitimate transaction. So,
yep.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they've already gotten flooded with people charging back and everything like that. So,
right, because people have said that they've got their money back.
Right.
I'm like, ugh, like what's going on, man?
Right. Because I mean, obviously they're not responding. They're doing something. I mean, hopefully they're working on the product, and it's taking up every ounce of their free time.
That's like the glasses half full in me. Is like they're just so busy working on the product that they can't respond to anything or manage their social media, which is like Instagram. A 5-year-old can use it. Come on.
Right. But yeah, that's what's pretty much going on with GTP. They're
not looking good.
Yeah, not looking good. Not looking good.
And yeah, September's almost over. About what, week and a half here?
I noticed David C. and someone else mentioned that the owner of GTP Toys was saying they got COVID, and that's where they've been. You can still make a post on social media. You can still make a post. I'm sorry.
Yeah, depending. A virus like that, it affects everyone differently. So I don't know like how bad he would suffer if he got it. Because obviously my experience with getting COVID was relatively like, it sucked, but I wasn't like suffering bedridden.
Right.
But it's important to know not everyone has the same reaction to getting the virus. Hello, Nasty Lassie. Hello, boys. Sending some Sunday love from Sweden. I count on your Sunday love from Sweden every week. Nasty.
Yes.
If that is how to pronounce Nas Lass or Nasty Lassie, or
they said once and then
I forget.
Yeah. But I want to remain optimistic that we'll get the hallway and it's going to be badass and it's going to light up. And that's the whole reason I have a couple.
We like when things light up.
I've got a couple more stormtroopers still just sitting, you know, on my pre-order on Big Bad for the inevitable display of when I have Darth Vader coming through the door and having some stormtroopers coming out around the side of him.
Yeah,
and it's going to look amazing. Volts asked an interesting question up a little bit further. They said, I like how Tech's tools come out of his belt. I wished Cal's tools did the same. What do you all think?
I agree, but Cal is only using those tools in the like opening scene of the game.
Right.
When he's like working on the Venator class cruiser, the Jedi cruiser.
Yeah, I think it'd still be a nice touch because obviously it's not like, you know, I didn't even know Tech's tools were really removable until I was like sitting there like messing around and I was like, wait a minute. It's like, I think these can pull out.
I just wish the Tech had the transparent plastic.
I just wish we had the goggles. That's really my hang up.
That's funny because your hang up is the goggles. I'm a helmet on kind of guy anyway, but it's like, it's 100% transparent with a yellow tint in the show. So every time I see it and it's just that solid gold, just like, really wish it was transparent.
I think the gold looks nice. Looks
nice, but it's not accurate.
Yes, it's not accurate. But yeah, I think more accessories, more removable options on figures is always going to be preferred, no matter what it is. Give us more accessories. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, David says, I just need a tech to put them on. Sorry, David.
Yeah, you'll get your tech.
So you're still missing Casca and Aura Singh then?
Yeah, I just need Casca and Aura, and then I'm good. And then the wave is done for me. Of course, those are probably the two hardest figures to find. But I have them on pre-order, so I'll eventually get them. I'll eventually get them whenever that happens.
Hello, Don.
Hello, Don. Again, yeah, saw you earlier there, Don. But the chat was going in full speed, so
full speed ahead.
Yeah, but
yeah, I don't know. There's not much Black Series to talk about, really, because we already talked about the two new rumors of the Power of the Force Boba Fett alleged and the new gaming. Great. Oh, we never talked about that with Lukeness. Wait a second.
Luke, actually come back.
We actually do have another rumor to talk about. We have from yakface.com again, a rumor report. GameStop exclusive 6-inch Black Series Gaming Greats number 7. The article reads, it looks like we're getting another 6-inch Black Series Gaming Greats figure in a relatively short order, as info for Gaming Greats Figures 7 has been found in GameStop's system. No word on the identity of the character or expected release date, but as things are going, I suspect sometime in early 2022. So here's the picture of what we have so far. A really nice spread, honestly.
Yes.
3 Fallen Order, 2 Battlefront, 1 KOTOR. Yeah. What do you guys think it could be? Jonathan says HK.
Yeah, I think it's HK. I know Lukeness was saying in his video that HK is rumored to be a standard release figure, like in a regular wave, but I just really don't see that happening, especially now that they've established that the KOTOR figures are going to be part of the Gaming Greats line.
Right.
And they have been previously. Of course, the Jedi Revan and Darth Nihilus.
Mm-hmm.
So I think HK makes the most sense. It could also be like some other KOTOR characters, maybe like
what's up, Jay Meza?
Bastila Shan. Hey Jay, how's it going?
Yeah. Ooh, Vader X Bricks has a nice pick. Terran Malicos or any other main Jedi Fallen Order character. Because there was also, I think it was a Black Series concept of Jaro Tapal.
Yeah.
And it was spreading around Twitter as if it was real. That was not real. That was just a Black Series concept, I think.
But Jaro Tapal would be sweet and would probably be a pretty easy figure to make, considering they could just, obviously rework the Zeb body.
Mm-hmm.
Jason, I think we're going to get a Star Killer. I really do. I really do think we will. But I think it's just one of those things that, it's just a matter of time. And hopefully that means that Hasbro's like working their best to make that figure as good as it can possibly be.
Right. Yeah.
It's just like Yakface was saying on his stream not too long ago, basically like Hasbro knows that people are dying for a Star Killer. They know that. So I think it's just a matter of when. And it might take, obviously the Gaming Greats line is a good thing because they don't have to go off it has to be relevant sort of argument. But, we'll see. We will see. So,
yeah. I don't really have a guess of what it could be. I mean, there's just so many games.
Right.
So many Star Wars games.
It could be anything. So,
But yeah, we're getting another Gaming Greats. Number 7.
Then Jonathan asked, will HK use Q9 parts? Absolutely. Where is Q9? These legs all day. Guarantee these are going to be HK's legs right there.
Right.
Very close. Very identical. So I think that'd be pretty easy for them to do.
Mm-hmm. Jayhawk Jedi has an interesting question. Hey guys, just curious if you plan to update your episode by episode movie wishlist videos. I really enjoy those. Think it's been over a year since you did them. Time for an update? It was definitely an idea that we've been throwing around.
Yeah.
Because while on the grand scheme of things, those episodes aren't that old, but a lot of those figures actually came to fruition.
Right.
So it would be cool. I was even thinking maybe making those separate from Figure It Out and just doing them as normal videos, just
Right.
any other regular video.
Because we do also get a lot of comments of people asking us if we have done, oh,
Yeah.
you guys should do top 5 figures from X movie. And then we're always like, we already did, but, blah, blah, blah. They're buried in the channel because we do, we post a lot of content. So,
and the majority of our subscribers were from 2020 as well.
Right. So they
Like,
were.
we've been doing it for a long time, but we only got up to now 7,500 and something subs, like within the past year and a half, year or two. So a lot of people who regularly watch us are relatively new viewers.
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll probably do those again sometime.
Froylan, I agree. Republic Commandos would be sick.
Oh, yeah, they're coming.
Yeah.
I'm slapping it, my seal of it's coming. Especially since they were in Bad Batch. So
yeah, absolutely. Sith Vicious, neither of us have a Quest 2. Not personally, I am not too crazy about VR. I think it makes me want to vomit after 5 seconds. So I usually I'm not crazy about it. Vader X Bricks, that's an interesting choice. Iden Versa with a removable helmet and a digital face. I would like that. I would like that. So
that would be so easy too. Just make another head.
Yep. That's all they would need.
Or she might have like a different marking or two. I haven't played the campaign. Or I did, and then it was just very boring and I quit.
Well, I mean they made her. They did the Inferno Squad agent.
But that's just an agent. That's not actually
But I'm saying that's
branded as the character.
That's why I did the air quotes.
But that's not her. Because they didn't brand it as her.
Right. Jay Meza said, I've seen a comment about Build-A-Figure for Star Wars. What do we think? We've talked about this a few times. I honestly think I would not be interested in Build-A-Figure. Because when you look at Marvel Build-A-Figure, think about how often you're convinced to buy those 1 or 2 characters you would never, ever, ever buy, but they come with a piece that you need for the Build-A-Figure. So you're forced to buy something you don't really want. And I personally, I don't like that. So
because that's already a complaint with the Black Series is that, now they're making this and they're forcing us to buy this now, even though I don't really want it. Which if you don't want something, don't buy it. If you don't want something, don't buy it. Okay. And you're absolutely right, because what would happen is, let's go back in time a little bit. Let's do a Build-A-Figure, but you have to buy a Rose Tico, you have to buy a Holdo, you have to buy I don't know, like whatever unpopular character is out there. Everyone is like, oh yeah, more bang for your buck. Let's do it. We can get some cool stuff. So you got to buy a Rose Tico or another Poe or Finn or like sequel trilogy characters mainly, honestly. No hate, but they don't sell.
Something that's undesirable.
Right.
Is basically what we're getting at. In Infernal Hippo, we could sell it, but that's just more legwork that you got to do. You got to sell the figure, you got to sell it loose, you got to ship it, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, I'd rather just not deal with Build-A-Figure at all and just do separate, like a separate figure. And Connor, another great point. Give us extra hands and accessories first.
Yeah. Or like HoloNet, I prefer separate deluxe figures. I think if they would do more figures like Deluxe Boba Fett, Deluxe Cal that were like the $29.99 price point, and just do that, apply that to some other figures, I say we're A-okay. But I also agree with like alternate hands, heads, etc. Definitely. Chinrazi need more aliens. Cantina, Geonosis, Camino, 100%. 100%.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Oh, and Jar Jar. Correct.
And then you could also run into scenarios where, like, what if you can't find the last Build-A-Figure piece you need? You can't find the figure. It's sold out or something.
I always just look back to Marvel Legends when I used to collect those, and I bought so many stupid figures where, like, looking back, it's like, it's like I cringe at the fact that I picked up some of those figures, like Red Guardian or the freaking Duke Nukem, like, Major Chip Hazard figure.
Yeah.
Which I always forget what it's actually called. It's literally just the G.I. Joe of Marvel.
It's Nuke.
It's Duke Nukem, G.I. Joe, and Major Chip Hazard from Small Soldiers, all put together.
But his name is literally Nuke.
Okay.
So, no, but what I was going to say was in relation to that, when you're someone like me and you're picky and choosy with Marvel Legends, and then the opposite happens, where I just have like a bag filled with miscellaneous Build-A-Figure pieces, arms, heads, legs, torsos from random Build-A-Figures that I've never, ever, ever had the desire to build.
100%.
And I just end up with a bunch of pieces.
Yeah.
I could sell them, but again, that goes back to the whole legwork thing. You got to list it. You got to sell it. You got to ship
for one little piece. You're going to ship one little piece.
Right.
Also, what's up, Keith King? We need a Grand Inquisitor and Agent Callus. Absolutely. We got some new people in here we need to say hi to.
Yep.
Blur Dad Life just did a Target run and as usual empty pegs for the supposed Star Wars section. Why do they keep the signage up? Has anyone, I asked this in the vlog, I kind of showed it in the vlog last Monday, 6 days ago, about this weird thing that our Targets have been doing. Your Target has not done it yet.
Nope.
But the one closer to me and then also the one further away from both of us have done this super weird thing where it has like the Disney mouse head and it's like spinning and it's like this big like Disney section and there is a TV that is playing Disney films on a loop, like children's movies, and it has all this like princess Frozen stuff, but they've randomly don't have their Marvel Legends section there, but they have their Black Series section there. And I feel like it's an even worse thing because I feel like it's getting neglected. Like it's just this really crappy Black Series section, and it's even worse than it was before because now it's just like there's nothing. Or there'll be like one Grief Karga, but the box is like torn or something. I'm like, this is just so sad. And I'm very confused why they don't have any Marvel stuff there, but that's where they have their Star Wars stuff.
Because Marvel sell. And no one cares about Star Wars anymore. Yeah, I saw that section in your vlog, and honestly, I hope they don't do that at all at my regular Target, because that just looks awful.
It looks awful, and it's in such a random part of the store. I'm like, it's just this random like Disney shrine. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, just I don't know. Oh, thank you, Rue Wolf.
Rue Wolf, thank you for becoming a channel member. You are now a shiny. I'm looking at the chat right now. I see your shiny, plain white channel member badge, and you now have access to some pretty cool emojis. Chat, can we please get a little bit of emoji spam to show our new member, Rue Wolf,
spam it,
what he now has access to? But we're also going to play you a little introduction video. Welcome to the crew, Rue.
You both really stepped up in the heat of battle. Both of you showed valor out there. Real courage. You're both officially being made ARC troopers.
You
do.
may spam emojis when ready.
Is that Grand Moff Tarkin?
Yeah, that was me. Telling him to spam the emojis. Apollo Ape asked, "Will we ever get smaller vehicles for Black Series like speeders or ATRT?" That'd be dope. But the vehicle line is the biggest mystery of the Black Series because it goes away. It goes away for years, and then they come back with one vehicle, and then it goes away for years, and then they come back with one vehicle.
Right. What's up, Clio Dog?
I obviously I don't think that the vehicle line sells very well, so they really don't produce that many.
Which is such a shame. It's a shame. That's like one of the biggest things about Star Wars. Like that's why they originally made them 3 3/4 inch for the main purpose of you can put these in vehicles and have big vehicles and play with them that way. Commander Philbo is just sick of collecting. Sorry to hear that, Philbo. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm not there yet, but I have been like slowly dipping my feet into other lines, like Lego. JK.
Yeah, I think.
But yeah,
other lines have kept me going, and even like the trickle of Star Wars stuff is still enough to keep me interested and keep me involved. Thank you, David. Thank you. I know it was a terrible impression.
Hi, Mom.
So
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Oh, then you can't say that. They're gonna think we're brothers. Like people sometimes are like, yeah, they're brothers.
No, that's why I gotta say it, because that's what I'm.
Okay.
We got to keep it alive.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I want more vehicles, and like, yes, ATRT would be cool. And I understand they can't do like the big, huge vehicles like a freaking like lat gunship or like the ATTE, which would be so sick to get. Both of those would be so sick in 6-inch. But yeah, like the ATRT, which that is the Clone Trooper Chicken Walker, right? I'm gonna do a quick Google. Yes, all-terrain reconnaissance transport. So I would love to get that, and it would be relatively small.
Yeah, no, I think that would be.
No, we're not brothers.
No, we're not.
We are brothers. We're just not biological brothers.
Yes,
we're blood brothers.
But I think it would be a great idea for them to do maybe some smaller scale vehicles. Maybe more people would be interested in buying them because obviously the Snowspeeder was $110. Now I think it's $130 or something with the price increase. And obviously that's going to scare a lot of people away. And the Snowspeeder is literally just a shelf display destroyer. It's massive. It is literally...
It's epic, though.
Yeah, it is. It is. And it's essential to the collection, but
yeah,
I think more people would be interested in smaller scale vehicles because of the shelf space, because they would be a little bit cheaper. So
yeah, that would be cool, Jonathan.
I think they could easily do it, but I think that because the vehicle line so far has not sold very well, that they're obviously apprehensive. Because every single vehicle I've never paid, except for the Snowspeeder, which I really just wanted on day one, so that's why I paid full price for it. But other than that, I have never bought a single Black Series vehicle for full retail price.
Right. Yeah. Besides the Snowspeeder, I did buy the Dewback for full price because that's an essential as well.
See, even I waited and I got the Dewback. It was only like $10 off. It was like $39.99. So it wasn't like
Dewback is awesome.
It wasn't like I was like waiting around forever for a good price, but like Ray's Speeder I paid like $20 for. Luke's Land Speeder I paid like $20 for. Enfys Nest I think I paid $25 for. So I've never ever paid the full price for the vehicle line except for the Snowspeeder, which even the Snowspeeder's gone on clearance quite a few times. So,
right.
And like you said, though, it's disappointing because the vehicles are awesome, but at the same time, you know, they're pretty pricey.
I also have the TIE Fighter.
Yeah.
Which has been... why couldn't it have been Imperial?
Right.
But I'm holding on to it. even though I've soured on the sequel trilogy, I'm holding on to the tie just because, like, I can't believe they did that. Because that thing is huge, and it's a small fighter. And Volts brings up a good point. Jedi Starfighter, right size, or A-Wing. I would love to get Anakin's striking yellow Jedi Starfighter from Episode 3.
I think it would maybe be a good idea for them to pivot away from OT vehicles and maybe try out some prequel stuff, because we don't have any prequel vehicles.
What's up, Zabi?
And obviously, I think a lot of people out there today, a lot of collectors, were all very passionate about the prequels. So if they gave us some Jedi Starfighters, I bet they would sell pretty well. Or if they, wanted to do something along the lines of like Anakin and his pod racer, I think that, despite people, being iffy about it, I think the pod racer would be a pretty hot ticket item.
Yeah. I also agree with Darth Zare. Give me an X-Wing.
True.
X-Wing is big because of the fold, the X that it creates with the foils and all that. But it's huge, and it's even bigger than the Snowspeeder. That's my thing, is that the Snowspeeder is actually a relatively small ship.
Right.
Like, it's a relatively small fighter, and even scaled down to 6-inch, that thing is pretty big. Yeah. So like an X-Wing, it's borderline. I'm like, I don't even know if it's practical for them to do it.
It would be very long. It would be very long.
Because it's long and wide.
Right.
So I don't know. But it's essential. I agree. It's absolutely essential for a collection.
Yeah. I like Voltz's idea as well. A Bantha. I think a Bantha is super realistic. About a little bit bigger than a Dewback, but not too much bigger. So I feel like, though, because of the poor sales of the vehicle line, that we're just not – I just wouldn't hope for anything,
Right, which is such a shame, because I love all of the vehicles and the sets that the TVC gets. Right. It's a smaller line and it's more practical scale-wise, because I forgot what it's called, but it's like the Imperial Transport that can fit like 10 or 12 stormtroopers in it. I'm like, that's the thing. I would prefer vehicles where it's like you can fit troops in there. That's why I know we're never going to get this, but like a 6-inch Black Series lat gunship where you could stick all the clones in there and they're like holding on to the railings, and the blast shield can like slide out like it does. I'm like, that's like one of my dreams for the Black Series is.
Now, I think we could see something ridiculous like that for a HasLab. Obviously, since they've done Jabba's sail barge, I feel like nothing is off limits, because Jabba's sail barge is like the size of a fucking full-size dinner table.
Right.
So, like,
that is insane.
I feel like they could do like a 6-inch lat gunship HasLab, but it would obviously be like $500-$600. I would have to guarantee. So,
right. Fig brings up a good point. If they did a Bantha, would you like soft goods material or sculpted plastic?
Honestly, I think I'd rather go sculpted plastic.
Soft goods scares me because it's an entire like fur.
Right.
I'm like, like I don't know if they're capable.
It'd come with a brush, so you'd have to brush it out.
Yeah.
I feel like over time, like the hair would start falling out and things like that. So I feel like it would just be better if they just did sculpted plastic, especially for the longevity of the actual figure.
Grievous's wheel bike, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. Or a blurg. I saw some Richard Truxell said blurg. So, and yeah, G-Force also very true. Dust magnet. So you'd literally have to brush your Bantha. You'd have to sit there with a hairbrush,
like a Tusken Raider,
right, and brush it out. But I don't think they would do soft goods like that. I think if they were to do the Bantha, it would be sculpted plastic anyways.
Kind of like the Wampa or the Tauntaun, which granted the Wampa looked significantly better than the Tauntaun.
Yeah.
And I love soft goods as well. Like, I love the use of soft goods, especially but like minimally used.
Right.
Like
Capes, the commas, stuff like that.
Or
it's perfect
Zuckuss.
soft good. Right.
Zuckuss is a fantastic example of like a great Black Series figure that utilizes soft goods. Same thing with like the Gamorrean Guard, the pelt. Great example.
Yeah. Richard also said the TVC Falcon was a twin size bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's possible to get some big vehicles, but they would have to be HasLab. I think the regular vehicle line at this point, we'll probably get a new vehicle eventually, but they just don't they don't sell well, so they don't produce that many.
Yeah. But I do, so ultimately, since we're on the topic of vehicles, like, yeah, I do want more vehicles because it just goes along with like recreating scenes.
Right.
Because that is like my ultimate end goal with my collection, is to eventually, once I'm a bit more established, probably won't even happen in my first house. It'll probably be like the second house that I acquire in my lifetime, that I will be able to have just like an absolute like museum in my basement that is dedicated to like dioramas and like recreating scenes. That is like my end goal with the Black Series. And I will be able to achieve that more efficiently if we get vehicles from Hasbro.
Right.
So, like, I think ATRT is a great idea. And yeah, Vader, the Mission Fleet does have some cool stuff.
Definitely.
It does have some cool stuff. Like, Obi-Wan's Starfighter kind of just looks like a vintage collection Jedi Starfighter.
Yeah, they've got a Blurg in the Mission Fleet line too, so they're doing better than us. But also, great point, Jonathan. The Tusken Raider would need a soft goods skirt. So, and yeah, David C., we actually talked about that on our last episode of Figure It Out, Mister. Did you not watch?
Someone is not tirelessly watching every single video we produce as if it's the only thing you have to do in your life.
Preposterous.
Mr. David C.
Preposterous.
What are you going to do? Go to work? You going to go to work instead of watching our content, David?
Wait.
I will not stand for it. No, but we did. Our recent episode of Figured Out was actually an archive wish list, and Bushleia was on there.
And what do you think Han it'll be? What Han do you think it'll be? Huh? Like an archive Han?
I mean, a New Hope archive Han, maybe? Even though that just came out in the Power of the Force thing, but yeah, I don't know. Why do a TIE Fighter and not do an X-Wing? I think it would be very cool in 6-inch scale. Well, the TIE Fighter, I would consider that smaller than an X-Wing.
Well, the TIE Fighter also peg-warmed super hard.
Yeah.
No one bought that thing. So, remember, I remember I found it, and I wish I would have bought it back then, but I remember seeing it at like Ross, TJ Maxx for like $60.
Ooh.
So it was around for a long time, and they sat at our Toys R Us forever, and then eventually they made it to like the wholesale shops around the area too. So it's that probably scared Hasbro right away. The very first vehicle they put out tanked.
Yeah.
So they immediately were like, pump the fucking brakes on that.
Yeah, it's sad though, because I love the vehicles. Even like something as simple as Luke's land speeder. It's a nice scene creator, because then you have your sand troopers. You got Obi-Wan in there. You got your C-3PO and R2 back there. Recreate the scene and all that with their sand troopers and Jawas and R5 and. I don't know. I think it enhances the collection. It enhances the display. I like it. I want more.
Oh, I see. I see what
What do you see?
David C. sent us an article from Jedi Insider that there is a rumored new archive wave that's Chewbacca, Han Solo, Bouche Leia, and Tarkin. So, I mean, if that is true, I don't know what Han Solo they would do unless they decided to repack A New Hope Han Solo in the archive packaging instead of the Power of the Force packaging.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, Chewie, Tarkin. I think Chewie is still relatively cheap.
Right. Even Blue Line Chewie, I feel like you could.
Yeah.
Unless we're just out of touch since we've had that figure for so long.
True. Well, let's do a live check. Let's do a live Amazon check. I get. Well, this is the $37.49, but
yeah, that's pretty pricey.
That is pretty pricey, actually. I just remember when it was like, or I guess it's also available in that 2-pack. That's why I'm tripping. I'm tripping.
Well, the you can get the Empire Strikes Back Chewie for $30.
Yeah.
On the retro card, but if it's a New Hope Chewie, then yeah, that's the only way to get a New Hope Chewie is the Blue Line. The 2-pack was the Empire Strikes Back version.
But it's the better version anyway.
I mean, yeah, I like Chewbacca. I like Chewbacca when he has like the eyebrows and like the hair, you know.
What else we got here? Look at this carbonized. Is it time to cash in yet?
$31.89. Not quite.
Not quite.
But
very much Black Series Ray First Edition. I do have that because I was gonna sell that Ray, but then when I was getting the boxes, I was like, "Ooh, this is a First Edition. Maybe I'll hold on to that." Can't even find the listing.
Wait, was the Executioner only $15? Black Series Executioner? Go all the way back up. Hey, it's a 3 3/4 inch figure.
Okay, I was gonna say this is the Executioner, or no, that's just the regular Stormtrooper.
That's the updated. Updated elbows.
That doesn't come with the blaster rifle.
Nerf Herder Zach, GameStop does not charge up front.
Nope.
But and also Connor, Skiffguard Lando is still like $18 or something like that.
Yeah, it's far less than 20. Pretty ridiculous that they would waste an archive slot for that.
Yep. $18.69. Still right there.
Jeez.
$18.69. Today, free Prime shipping, no questions asked. You don't have to wait. You don't have to get it.
Already has photo reel.
Yeah. It's
come on. That was a classic. Come on, Hasbro. We haven't had one of those in a while.
Right, because
that was definitely a moment where it's just like, come on now.
That was a head scratcher for sure. But I guess it's just money saved, and yeah, I think we're all assuming that the 3PO archive is going to be the Walgreens one.
Yeah, because for the longest time, I thought that was an Empire Strikes Back figure, but
yeah, I guess it's
apparently it's a New Hope figure, and that also had a 40th anniversary release back in 2017 because that was the 40th anniversary of Star Wars, and now this will be the third time it's been released.
Yeah. No arm articulation either, so brace for that one.
I actually don't think it matters. I think he holds the thing, he holds the comm link, and he stands there like this. It's 3PO. It's a protocol droid. He ain't going to be aiming down the sights and no blaster. Like we were all into thinking in Rise of Skywalker, even though I don't think he ever shoots that. He's on the damn poster holding Chewbacca's blaster.
He just holds it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Vader is asking, what Black Series have you seen lately at the GameStops closer to?
Rocket Trooper, dude. They're
Lots of-
everywhere.
Lots of Rocket Trooper, lots of Deluxe Cal Kestis as well.
Yeah.
But
The GameStop, my local GameStop, it had something that I was surprised that they still had. What
it was
though?
the Electro Staff Purge Trooper.
Yeah. They had the Electro Staff Purge Trooper. They had Jackson. They had like 10 Rocket Troopers. They had a Dark Side Ray.
Whoa.
And then the GameStop closer to Nate, still they have tons of Deluxe Cal Kestis, and they have tons of Rocket Troopers.
Yeah, they're
I'm
literally
really happy with
loaded.
that.
That's at the little one too, Vader. The little GameStop. But I think you have Cal and the Rocket Troopers, though.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And I agree. 3PO has no articulation on screen.
I can't argue with it. Because I really just
I love my figure.
I just have my C-3PO just standing next to Jabba.
Yeah.
So you know.
Yeah.
And plus I've got this bad boy.
Oh, Jonathan, I don't know, dude. I think you should get the new one.
For sure.
I think you should get the new one. It's a better bang for your buck.
Yeah, lots of world building accessories that are easily worth it, even if, you know, obviously Cal's in the bright orange costume. Although when I play Jedi Fallen Order, that's the costume I use. So I was very happy when they announced that figure, and it was the orange suit. I'd love to see them do Cal in the black costume too.
Yeah, that's the one I use when I play. Jonathan, I didn't think about that, but I guess this is the one small fraction of a % where I can see why they did it. Because of the HasLab Rancor. But it's still cheaper on Amazon.
Right.
But now I'm like a fraction of a %. I'm like, maybe I can kind of see why they would think to do that, but they should also be aware of their own products.
Right.
And what they're going for.
Right. Because, yeah, it's still available. That's the thing. So,
Jonathan, I see what you're saying now. I see what you're saying, but you also get the holocron. Damn it. And you get a member of the Mantis.
Yeah.
That's what it's called, right? The ship?
Yeah. The Mantis.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I do agree with you, especially with the green double-bladed lightsaber, because both hilts are the Jaro Tapal.
Right.
Which canonically should have been blue. And also, it should have been half Jaro and half Sears. I kind of wish they would have done the half Jaro and half Sear, because that's the way Cal would canonically wield it. Because in canon, double-bladed blue, but half of the hilt should have been Sears.
Right.
So I see what you're saying. But it's also nice for just customization. I gave Cal purple blades, so I haven't posed him with that yet, because I think I can take Mace Windu's and Jaina Solos, and maybe Revens.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities there. And just like in my review, like, of course, if you have blue lightsabers, you know, if you have the original Cal, you could do both blue lightsabers in there as well. So it's awesome. It's still a great set.
Yeah, that is a cool creature idea. I always forget the silly name.
Right.
Or the creature. Do a quick Google here. Obi-Wan Kenobi's the Boga.
Boga?
Oh, Obling? I forget. Oh, a Varactyl. That's what it's called. A Varactyl named Boga. I always forget Varactyl. So, yeah. That is cool too. I didn't get the Salamiri. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Salamiri.
Okay. But Nate has it, of course, because he bought it. I passed on that, Luke.
We've got a chance. Well, I never actually even reviewed that, Luke. I shot that review. I just never posted it. So.
For real?
Yeah.
I thought it was on the channel.
No, I never posted it. I never posted the review for that Luke.
Hmm.
I shot the review, and then halfway through editing it, I just wasn't. I didn't like how the video was going, so I scrapped it.
Okay.
And then just was like, well, it's too late to try and like refilm it or something. So
Right.
I scrapped it.
Yeah, let's go here. Yeah, Volt's Night Brother are going to go well with Cal Deluxe. I actually didn't order those. That's more of a if I find it in stores, because with the exception of the Jet Trooper, I think I'm just going to chance it with Gaming Greats. I think I'm just going to chance it unless it's something like super, super dope, such as the Jet Trooper.
Mm-hmm.
But with the Night Brother, I'm just not a fan of GameStop's shipping on top of their exclusive price, on top of their we're GameStop so we can charge you $1 more price.
True.
So to order one figure, it's like pushing $40 for one figure. I'm like, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
So with Gaming Greats, I'm chancing it. And that's what I'm on the hunt for now, is that Flame Trooper, which apparently stores around us, one of the guys said they're going to get some on the 17th, which seems that's pretty late for getting that figure, considering people have been finding it. But
Yeah. I was just
I have
doing
to wait. I'm gonna wait.
I was doing a live check of Zalbar, which on my GameStop order still says July 31st, but on the actual listing, when you click on it, it says 10/17.
Okay,
So
interesting.
yeah, still waiting on the Night Brothers as well. Although my Night Brother pre-orders haven't shifted either, because I know some people's got delayed to next year. So
Ooh.
hopefully that's not mine. Hopefully I ordered soon enough to where maybe I can get in on the early batch that's on a boat somewhere. But
Yeah. That is
Yeah.
true. Like, GameStop just does such a great job at not only stocking their exclusives, but they handle their pre-orders a lot better.
mhm.
And that, yeah, Froyland says they get restocked after release, which is also true.
Yep. Every single Gaming Greats figure so far has been easily acquirable, which is great.
Mm.
Only one I don't have is Jango Fett, and that's because I willingly skipped it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. The Gaming Greats Jango Fett, which
Yeah.
I also skipped as well.
Yeah, the costume's like a little brighter.
Yeah. I think the jetpack has some different, like,
Yeah, the
something's a little different.
The jetpack is the other jetpack because he has two jetpacks in Attack of the Clones. So it's the other one, but yeah, who knows? I mean, everything's getting delayed right now, so there's no point in being like, getting upset that things are getting delayed. So
it's just it's slow season for us. It's slow season, but when Black Series arrives, it comes in like a tidal wave.
Literally,
when things actually do get stocked,
like I bet
everything just comes at once.
I bet like October 17th, like where all the pre-orders have been pushed back to, like that'll probably be the true date, and then it'll be an avalanche of like Zalbar and the Night Brother and the rest of the, like the Tech and Casca wave. Like people are going to start getting that. So I feel like the tidal wave is coming once again, and it'll be at the end of the year, and it'll just be an absolute. But now I feel like with the shipping delays, I wonder if we'll see any like Book of Boba Fett stuff this year at all.
Yeah, probably not. I think for like new releases that we don't know about, I feel like we're done for this year. Because even if they do like another standardly released wave, we're not going to see it until like early 2022.
Right. I mean,
similar to like the Moff Gideon, Grief Karga, and Queel wave.
I think HasCon, they're going to show off Book of Boba Fett stuff without a doubt, because it's going to be so close to the release date of the show. I guarantee they'll, maybe we'll see Fennec, maybe we'll see Nomad Boba, maybe we'll see the Pipeline. wave.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Dang, we're at 93 people in here right now. Thank you so much, guys.
yeah,
It's just
thank
a
you.
super casual 95 now. Let's get to 100. Let's get to 100 right now.
Yeah, just at the very
Tell
tail
your
end of,
friends. Yeah.
tail end of the stream. Get us to 100.
Yeah. I don't even know what we're talking about. Josh here says he saw the First Order Stormtrooper helmet at GameStop recently. Super tempted. I'm
It's
not into
cool.
the helmets, so I can't sway you one way or the other. I only have the one Imp Stormtrooper helmet, so I don't have much authority on that.
Yeah, Bobster brings up a good point. We do have the
true.
Target. Is that this week? The 23rd, right? Yeah. So this Thursday we're
No!
this Thursday we're gonna get new Target pre-orders, exclusives, something.
I'm not looking forward to that.
I would imagine. I bet Muddy Mando is probably going to go up for pre-order. So
Who's getting that? Who's pre-ordering Muddy Mando? Chat. Who's skipping? Who's passing? Who's pre-ordering?
right. I guess Jonathan does bring up a great point. Was the Target stuff even confirmed to be Black Series? No, but that's pretty much all they do, at least in terms of exclusives. They don't usually have like exclusive TVC sets or figures for the most part. Yeah, Titter. I could see that happening. Remnant Stormtrooper re-release. Oh, a lot of people liking the Muddy.
I see some skips.
Yeah.
We got Apollo. Gerald.
Yeah, what's up, Gerald?
What's up? Are you talking about Muddy Mando? Because they do have official pictures of it, or do you mean like in hand?
Probably in hand.
Jason's skipping. Clio's gonna pass. Josh is barfing.
Yeah.
Jonathan is hard passing.
I think
Okay.
Muddy Mando is definitely a pass in my opinion.
We're talking about Muddy Mando, the new build-up pack fig.
Yeah.
Mike Chew's on the fence.
Jason brings up a great point. Confused why it wasn't. It would have been a perfect opportunity. Here could have been the build-up pack. Luke, Grogu, R2.
Which would have been a great way to get R2 back in the line because he's been missing.
Right. So it's man mud. I like that man mud.
And did you see Lukeness Monster's video? He pointed out that in the scene, like previously, he got bit by the blurg, so there should be like a huge chunk of his gauntlet missing, which is a detail that is not in the figure.
Oof.
It also doesn't have the vibro blade, which is like the best opportunity to include that. Come on. I can get my own Mando Muddy.
Yeah. Just go put him in a puddle.
I mean, it looks good. And I can't wait to see like the new sort of painting tech that they sort of teased.
That's what I'm most curious about, is just hopefully being able to see the painting tech in person, to see, or obviously like a nice crystal clear in-hand picture. Not like most, it never fails when someone finds a Black Series figure early. It's always the most blurry, distorted, terrible photo of all time.
Yeah.
Or like, it'll be like the light is just reflecting off the plastic hardcore.
Yeah. And it's always such like a low resolution too.
Right.
They're not even like crisp HD shots. But HoloNet, the Dark Trooper was heavily rumored by JediInsider.com, but it was not announced.
Yeah. And Josh Pierce is asking, when is the Walmart exclusive 03 Clone Wars wave set to ship? I think that's May of next year.
And we still don't know what the figures look like.
Yeah. Well, I guess they've got plenty of time to show them.
Yeah, I guess.
It's 8 months to show the figures off.
That's so weird. That's
Yeah.
such a weird thing.
But Jonathan, we do also agree. We do need a new R2. We need a new Astromech body mold. But still, I think a lot of people just want that R2 representation, even if it is too small. So,
yeah. No, Linger the Rabbit. We shouldn't have to do that, though.
yeah.
They can include a blade, especially in something that is considered a build-up pack. It's a build-up pack that doesn't come with any additional accessory other than the egg. And the pram is different. The pram is like the earlier season pram and not the one that we got in the previous build-up pack. But, like, there's not even that many accessories compared to the first build-up pack
Right.
that had the pram, child, bolt blasters, jetpack, because this one will not have the jetpack, so you're losing an accessory because it's the earlier season look. And the first one had 5 slabs of Beskar and the tracking fob. I just feel like the first one came with so much more.
Right. Definitely seemed like there was more value in the first build-up pack.
Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, I mean, Dark Troopers coming probably next year. Probably
Right.
next year. Probably 2022.
Yeah. I don't think it's not going to happen. So, but yeah. But Jason was bringing up an interesting point of if Mando will end up being a peg warmer. Honestly, I think Mando's going to sell no matter what. I think there's going to be someone out there that's going to want a Mando figure.
Yeah. Or at least, specifically Din.
Right. That's what I mean.
Okay.
A Din Djarin figure. There's always going to be someone out there that's going to want that figure. So,
yeah, Bobster, like, says, you think we'll get a build-up pack that isn't Mandalorian. I don't understand the difference between build-up pack and deluxe, such as Boba Fett, because Boba Fett Deluxe comes with more accessories than the new build-up pack. Even though I know build-up pack, it comes with the child, the pram, and all that.
Yeah.
But I what's really the difference between those two, the deluxe and the build-up pack?
Right.
Because Grogu is essentially an accessory.
Yeah, it's really hard to say. It's really hard to have like a definitive, just another term, just another thing.
Like some Jabba robes after they get vaporized.
Yeah.
Yes.
That would be sweet.
Or even the Cal. Like, the Cal comes with a actual character. It comes with the Bogling, which is technically a member of the crew at one point. Because it's tied to that achievement. Like, get all crew members of the Mantis or whatever. And it also comes with the Holocron. And, like, I'm like, that's kind of its own little build-up pack.
Right.
Yeah?
Right.
And I don't think the helmet's removable on the new one, no.
I would doubt it. Ivan says he wants a Stormtrooper build-up pack, a bunch of weapons and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, absolutely. And David C's right. They did do that for the First Order Stormtrooper. That was probably the original build-up pack, I would have to imagine. The Amazon exclusive set. So I'd definitely like to see one for a normal Stormtrooper too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gerald, expression.
The entertainment.
The entertainment in the expression of the build-up pack this time around is another Mando. It's the 8th Mando in the line.
Another Din.
It's another Din Djarin. Buy it again. And wait till we give you the build-up pack Snowy Edition, and we give you the build-up pack Crate Dragon Edition.
Yeah, Crate Dragon Slime Edition of the Green Slime. If we find that in stores, though, Nate, would you be tempted to just pick it up?
Probably not, because it's going to be $36.99.
And it's even more expensive than the previous build-up pack.
Yeah, I think it's going to be so expensive. So
right,
I'm like, yeah, I don't see myself picking this figure up, especially for full price, and especially considering we're never going to get a Mudhorn. So
yeah, okay. Ivan brings up a good point. I think build-up pack is like stuff for all your figures. You can use the Beskar slabs for any figures, and deluxe figures are stuff that comes for that specific character. I definitely see what you're saying, because I gave number 94 red and black box Mando just the Durasteel Mando, the tracking fob, I gave Paz Vizsla one of the Beskar slabs to recreate the scene. These are the spoils of the Great Purge. And like I do give accessories to different characters. So I see what you're saying.
Right.
Because it expands other scenes as well. It's not just one specific scene. But Jedi Fallen Order does come with a Jedi Holocron, which you can sort of fudge that and give it to a different character, even though the one that Ezra gets is blue. And I think it's a pyramid. I think it's like a prism.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well,
hey, we have a new member.
Lucy,
who was a member before, but she got a new phone. And I think something changed with that.
Nice.
So she was a member before, but now she's a new member all over again. So let's roll the clip. Now you're shiny.
You both really stepped up in the heat of battle. Both of you showed valor out there. Real courage. You're both officially being made ARC troopers.
Actually, I'm looking at the chat right now. It's the 212. So when you join and rejoin, it counts the time that you, like if you cancel and then later on you join back up, it counts the time that you did before.
Nice.
So technically, not a shiny. She's the 212. Nice.
Welcome to the 212. Awesome.
Yes, welcome, Lucy.
Welcome.
I'm doing an expression to Hasbro. It's my middle finger. Nice, David. Nice. But yeah, Nate, you thinking we're gonna pack her up or what?
Yeah. I got some errands I gotta run. I gotta get the groceries. Gotta get those groceries. Yeah.
But will we get a figure for the Obi-Wan series? I imagine when that comes around.
For sure.
We'll probably get Old Man Ewan.
We'll get figures for every new piece of Star Wars media.
All right.
No doubt.
Okay.
Let's see. Jonathan says his K2 order was canceled. Let's see.
Oh.
No, mine already shipped, so I'm good.
David, did you miss Kiwi today? I did not do a Kiwi update this stream. Did not.
Kiwi's getting crazy. She doesn't want to be held.
Kiwi is acclimated to her environment, so now she is acting like regular puppy.
Yeah.
Now she is crazy. It's not like that first week or two where she just innocently stood in front of the camera for me.
She's quite the handful.
Oh yeah.
But adorable. So that sucks though, Jonathan. That sucks they canceled your order. I feel like K2SO is still in stock. I'm gonna do a quick live check before we get off today.
Okay.
I'll do a quick K2SO live check.
Ooh, I'm just really hungry right now. I'm like, I cut the grass today before the stream. So I was burning some calories. I was utilizing that energy. But now I'm like extra hungry now that we've been going for 2 hours and 13 minutes. I need nourishment.
Yeah, K2SO is still in stock, Jonathan. I don't know what happened there. Still in stock. Add to cart.
That's weird. Something's going on, Jonathan.
Yep. Something's going on. But yeah, thank you everyone who tuned in today. Again, thank you to Fig Fury, Todd, for the $100 super chat. That was insane.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Fig.
And thank you to everyone else who's just watching, hanging out with us. We love doing our Sunday streams. We love just chilling, shooting the shit, talking toys with everyone.
Yeah.
This week, probably expect some new vintage collection reviews. Maul and Ahsoka should be here on Tuesday for me.
Okay.
So plan on reviewing those. I plan on actually opening those because they look sick.
Nice.
Looks like they're going to be a lot of fun. Of course, I'll have a review of K2SO as well. I think that should be here probably tomorrow because I live pretty close. We live pretty close to the GameStop distribution center. So usually we get our GameStop stuff right away.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much to everyone who hung out with us today. Of course, thank you to Lukeness, who was here earlier.
Yeah, little Lukeness power hour.
Yeah, definitely check his channel out as well there. But hopefully everyone has a great rest of their Sunday. We certainly appreciate everyone stopping by today. Gonna go pick up some groceries, do some laundry, some boring adult stuff now, instead of talking about toys with all of our friends.
Let's change out of the basement to a cooking channel. Cooking
Yeah.
with
I'll make a chicken with noodles, and then sometimes I'll make chicken in the oven, and then sometimes I'll make chicken in a frying pan.
It's all chicken at Nate's, which is good. It's the best meat to consume because it's not red meat.
Yep, chicken and turkey. That's what we do. But yeah, thank you, everyone. May the force be with you all. We'll see you next week, same time, same place. Hopefully, we'll have a guest again next week. We've been trying to get some heavy hitters in here.
We tried quite a few people, but
everyone's busy.
No one can drop what they're doing for us out of the basement.
Yeah. No, just kidding. Just kidding. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone. We will see you next time. Of course, I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
See you guys later.
And we will see you all next time on Out of the Basement.